didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
And the danger is over?
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Alright, welcome back. It's time for the next episode, and I'm going to apologize right up front because this episode, unfortunately, is going to be very cutscene heavy. It's just the way the game runs at this particular early period. There's a lot of exposition and a lot of other stuff that can only be done via cutscene. Normally, I would cut the cutscenes out, but they have important information, so that if you're not familiar with the story, you're going to need to know what happens in these cutscenes. So I'm leaving them in, and I promise that the following episode we will have more action and combat, which is what most people watch these things for.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste.
And as you can see, I have just awoken from my adventure closing the rift.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
The breach is still in the sky, and as our passerby just said, the breach is not getting any bigger due to my actions.
Chancellor Roderick,
we're gonna
the Chantry wants nothing to do with
come
us.
here into the Chantry, and we're going to find Cassandra, but first we're going to do a little eavesdropping.
Have you gone completely mad? He should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The prisoner failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Alright, now we can barge in.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that, and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
You can't honestly believe I'm any kind of chosen one.
We are all subject to the will of the Maker, whether we wish it or not. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Very cinematic. Alright, now that that's done, I get to do a little wandering around and, well, quite honestly, trigger more cutscenes. Like this one.
Does it trouble you?
It stops spreading and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montellier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition...
Well, let's be honest, they would have censored us no matter what.
And you not being here isn't an option.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Now, right now, I am going to unlock the hinterlands, but I am not going to go there. I'm going to run the missions in Haven first. No, I'm not going there now. We will get to the hinterlands soon enough. Take care of some of these mission maps. Map missions. Yeah, that's it. Map missions.
Let us begin.
Now, the missions that you do here on the map that we're clicking for my 3 advisors to do actually run in real time. So it says it's 59 minutes remaining. 59 minutes of real time will pass and that mission will complete. So if I were to log out of the game right now and come back an hour later, he would be done.
Let's see what we have.
I'm checking to see because I think I have some stuff to turn in for research, and I do Dreamer Rags and Shadow Essence. But unfortunately, to get to that, we're going to have to go through yet another cutscene.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claim to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
I'm glad for your help. I have a feeling the Inquisition's going to need it.
I do believe you are correct. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Alright, now that we've finished with that, I can turn in my researchable items. which also completes a quest. Now, by turning in those research items, I get bonuses to damage and defense against the creatures that drop. And I'm going to go into my journal and make sure that I see the Haven missions and set those to active.
We're heretics, just like that. Should we surrender?
No, my lord, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're him. Thrin, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Now we will go off and see the apothecary and pick up his little mission.
Are we going to have new verses of the Chanted Light? Secret asked.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Zidane. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Farewell.
Now I come over here to the tables, and if I equip potions, I can take this regeneration potion I have, and I can add it to my empty slot, and so I can use both regeneration and health potions now.
Let me know if you need anything.
And this table next to it is the upgrade table, although I don't have the ingredients to do any upgrading right now, but if I had enough elf root and whatever the extra piece is, I could make my healing potions more effective. Same with the regeneration potion. Let me read this note while I'm here. Now we're going to go on to the blacksmith, and we're going to make some... Oh, wait, loot. Got to loot all the bags. Again, now I'm going to run to the blacksmith and take care of my first crafting mission. That over there, that's... He's a merchant I can sell my extra stuff to, and there's some conversation options with him, but I'm not going to do that right now.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentagast might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Oh, and who are you to be fishing around for what pirates are doing?
Back in hand.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Goodbye.
Right.
Now I'm gonna go raid these crates for the materials that I need to make my first item. Although, now that I think about it, I don't know why he's asking if they can make me stuff, because I have to make it myself. But we're gonna make the scout coat. We're gonna check our different... We can do Nugskin or Druffalo hide. I don't have enough Bronto hide. I do like the white look, so I'm going to go with the Nugskin. And we will add range defense with more Nugskin.
Looks fine.
And then I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to modify it, and I'm going to put the Scout arms on it, which will give me some extra bonuses.
Looks fine.
And I'm also going to go ahead and craft me some new daggers. 118 DPS, that's a boost. And we're going to add increased critical chance by using Druffalo hide for the wraps on the handles. This gives me the precise knife. I'm going to make 2 of them. Now that that's done, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to equip it all. First we will add the new daggers. As you can see, that's what, 82 versus 118. That's a good jump in damage. Plus the increased critical chance. And the scout coat. Now I'm going to run over here. I'm going to collect the stuff I need for the Apothecary's quest, as well as this is the direction I need to go to find some iron and the lumber stand that is needed for completing the quest given to me by the quartermaster. I'm going to pick up some elf loot along the way, because you can always use elf root. And these are the notes that Aidan needs. And I'm going to miss a door, but that's fine. Iron for me to grab. I need 5 pieces of it. Alright, that should be all the iron I need. And here is the lumber stand. Alright, buddy, here are the notes.
Back. And in one piece.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Farewell.
Lyrium potions for our magic users. Now to go turn in the requisition for the quartermaster.
Can I help you with something?
Oh wait, no, I don't talk to her. I talk to the table. Yep, the iron is there. I even have extra. That is done.
The Inquisition can use that.
Alright, now we're going to go ahead and wrap things up for this episode. And again, I really want to apologize for the cutscene heavy nature of it. We will do more combat next time, I promise. Until then, this is Alareth signing off.